Hi everyone, welcome to another sunny day. Yay. Over at Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph. Today I'm working on my Japanese maple. Look at it, I am cutting this one very fine. It's pushed out leaves, and today is probably my last day of being able to pot this into a new pot and get the roots pruned, because if I leave it any longer, look at the leaves, I'll kill it. So today is the last day of me being able to do this work without harming the tree, and it's desperate need because this thing is solid full of roots, and if I leave it any longer, I'm gonna do more harm than good leaving it in this little pot. And the only thing I'll have to do is slip pot it, and I don't want to do that because I want to make sure I've got a healthy root system and a radial one at that. So I'm going from this to this nice big pot. Look at it, it's going to go in there, loads of room. I would put it in a pond basket, but the only ones I've got are now really big, which means it would be too big for this. It'd be so oversized. Oh, I've got hair in my mouth. It'd be so oversized that it might actually cause more ill health than good. So we're going to go up 2 pot sizes, but they're not oversized. So let's get into this one and let's see how well this does this year. So excited to see this little one in a bigger pot and check out the roots. Now the roots should be really well established. I think it's been in this pot for 2 years now, and it should come out quite nicely. It's not held in, but the tree is coming out quite nicely. No issues. Let's give it a gentle wiggle. Now, look at that. Look at that root mass. That is solid. That is an absolute mass of roots. Right, let's check out what we've got today to play with. I am excited for this. I can't wait to dig into it. And the root system, as I say, is so solid. We've got moss on top. Just gonna make my way through this. Gently does it. And then I'm gonna start making my way through all this root system. I'm gonna prod myself through it. Hold on to the tree, start raking away. So this root system, as I say, started wrapping its way around. It's tightly matted in. You can see it all. Look at this. Healthy tree. Healthy roots. And I don't see any white tips on the roots yet, which means these roots haven't started growing, even though the top has. So I am well within time to get this root work done without damaging the tree. So I'm happy. So let's get into this. I'm going to continue going through this, so I'm definitely going to be here a while trying to get these out. So once I've got it all out, I'll come back to you. Yes. Yeah, I'll come back to you in just a minute once we've got through this, and then we can start working on them properly. Now before I even start washing these roots out, I hope you can see I've got this big root here that comes across and it goes directly around the tree. So if I continue to leave that, that's going to be really unsightly. So I'm just going to come in, take that off. It's not something we want part of any tree design. So you can see it's a big section. Taking that out, try and neat it up a little bit. So that straight away relieves that section. And then if I move the tree as well, you can also see I've got another big root here that comes straight from further up the tree. I'm just going to come in and make a relief cut further up there, take that out. And again, it's nothing neat and everlasting at the moment. It's just taking the ones out that are noticeable, just like this one here. Again, it comes up, twists in, takes an awful turn, and then that comes up again and goes into this section. I'm just going to come in and snip that back there, take all that out. They're just the noticeable roots can see there, and then the other one was further up there. They're just the noticeable roots I can see from now, before they've even washed it. I'm just going to clear that section up. Before I've washed the roots out, that I've taken out. Anything else I'll be able to see, I will do. So I've got another one here. Whoop. That goes across. So I'll just snip that one out as well. Back to here. And I've got one just over this section as well. So they're the only ones at the moment I can see that just come around, that are crossing, and that bend across. If I see anything else, so I do have this one as well, just here, it comes up. So I'm just going to take that one off. So they're the main noticeable roots, as I say, just before we even wash the tree and get down to it, that are obviously roots that are cause for concern. So now I'll wash the roots out and we'll have a look, see what else is an issue before we continue on. I'm going to start underneath the tree because it looks like a lot of my issues come from underneath the tree. Well, let's just shorten these sections off first. So underneath the tree I've got this big root here, and a lot of the issues stem from this section here. So if I can come in and take that off by eating at it, so you can see, start eating away. So it takes quite a lot of that. So that was at the bottom, but it leads everything upwards, which I noticed. And then that also starts flat bottoming as well. So I can come in and take some more off. Is that part as well. I'm just going to stay with what I've got, and then I'm just going to pop that there. And I've got a root that comes up, which is this one here. It comes across and it comes from down here, just at the base, which is just here. I need to take it out. Which is just there. Which was all that. And that actually leads to a bottom part of that base as well. So now, if I can just move some of them roots around, I'll be able to come in and clean that one up as well. Now this root here is too high up. I'm just going to come and remove it. And the one next to it. This one as well is also too high up. And I want to take that one off as well. I feel that one's too high up. A couple more that are too high up. Let's bring this root system down lower. And I've got this one root here. Needs bringing back. After all that root pruning, I think the only bit we've got to do now is just that little part there. Separate all that little bit. It's a bit fluffy over here. I'm just going to come and trim that bit. So that section's really good, but this section over here is not too good. I need to pack it with a bit of sphagnum moss. So we've got quite a radial system over this side not so much, but that's what we're left with. So I'm going to pack the pot and I'm going to start getting it in there. I might even put a bit of rooting hormone in there as well, just to be on the safe side. Dab a bit of rooting hormone on this. I'm just going to bury this deep, a little bit deeper than I would normally. And again, I'm just going to use my sphagnum moss just around the outskirts, just here. And then bury it in nicely. Make sure I'm in the middle of the pot. And again, I've used a bit of the old soil in there just to ensure we've got a good, nice amount of bacteria in there. There we go. And again, I'll just put a couple of rocks on there just to make sure it's completely secure, and I'll water that in now. The Japanese maple is now repotted in this bigger pot, so it's going to do a lot better development wise and putting on a lot more thickness than it would have if it was still constrained in that tiny little pot. So I've put meal bone on top as well to help with the development of the roots, and I've also used the last that I had of the Oceana that I got down at last year's bonsai boot sale from Andrew. So if you're interested in some of that stuff, don't forget, get over on the Oceana website, grab yourself some of that. Helps encourage roots, and it's got all the minerals and vitamins that the trees need when you're doing your repots. I've used it on the rest of the repots that I've been doing this year, hence why I've almost out of it. I've got like little crumbs left, so that's all I'll be using on the rest of my repots going forward until I get some more, that is. Anyway, if you like this one, if you like this one and you want to see more of it, don't forget to stick around, hit the like button, subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Make use of this weather, do some more repots, just like me. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.